So I was able to pull a total of 14 modern staples out of a few items that I bought for the Mirrodin block. These were the tournament pack for Mirrodin set and all four theme decks for 5th Dawn and for Dark Steel. And so here we have the white cards, Steel Shaper's Gift, a 1-drop sorcery, Raise the Alarm, a 2-drop instant. Very low cost cards, always popular in tournament play. Then we have for Dark Steel, Reshape, a sorcery. So it's actually a tutor card. You can search for an artifact. So you're bound by that X, but if you put X equals 4, you're looking for a 4 CMC artifact. That can be really useful. And all counter artifact or enchantment spell. Echoing Truth, an instant. Thirst for Knowledge, another instant. Of course, Thirst for Knowledge is actually restricted in Vintage. You can only play one in a Vintage deck. In Modern, you can play a playset. The nice feature of Thirst for Knowledge is that if you can discard an artifact, you actually drew 3 cards and discarded only 1. It's pretty good. Echoing Truth, another instant, this time from Darksteel, a common. You can return a bunch of permanents with the same name to their owner's hands. I'm sure if somebody's playing a bunch of tokens, that would be a really good way to throw them all back at them. Then in the case of red, we've got Molten Rain and Magma Jet. It's got Scry, which is a nice ability. You can look at cards, the top 2 cards in your library, and you can choose whether you want to put them at the bottom or not. If you want them, you definitely know what's coming, so that's pretty good. It's a lot like the blue instant, I think it's an instant, Index from the core set. Molten Rain, a sorcery. You can destroy a land, and you can also deal damage to that land's controller. The one lone creature in this entire selection, I guess Modern isn't too fond of creatures maybe, is Eternal Witness from 5th Dawn, uncommon. And it's a nice way to return a card from your graveyard every time you play this card. You can imagine it being used for something like Restoration Angel to do this multiple times. Then we go down to the artifacts. 0-costed welding jar. Can't go wrong with 0 cost. And it's a nice way to regenerate an artifact. Frogmite has an affinity for artifacts, so even though it's a 4-drop 2/2, if you've got enough artifacts, this thing can be a 0-drop. That's pretty good. Then Conjurer's Bubble and Chromatic Sphere. Conjurer's Bubble. So you can put a target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Then you get to draw a card. Chromatic Sphere, you add mana and draw a card. Both 1-drops, very light cards. Then the 1 artifact land for the entire Mirrodin block that is not banned in Modern, all the ones are, is Darksteel Citadel. It's indestructible, and it adds 1 mana colorless. So there you have it. These are what most people would agree are modern competitive staples in the tournament pack for Mirrodin that I opened, and then also the 4 theme decks for Fifth Dawn and for Dark Steel. Really like that Thirst for Knowledge. I like that design. I also like the reshape a lot. It's a very pretty design. Yeah, very nice cards. All generally acknowledged to be modern staples.